Bottom half of the fourth inning, American Legion baseball, Butch Butler Field, Mike Ray along with Cameron Gibson, Warren Ray shooting, and of course Scott Gibson bringing it to you. Good to have you along. 4-4 tie, and really the best way to describe this game so far is seesaw battle. Last inning and literally over the third inning coming into the fourth inning, 3 runs by Skyview in the top half of this inning. In the bottom half of the last inning, it was Northridge with 3 runs, and we're all knotted up at 4. Going 7 innings and looking to answer back is Northridge, trying to break this tie. Pitch count goes to 2 balls and 1 strike. Funny to see the crowds now starting to bundle up, brought their blankets, understandably. Catching the corner with the curveball on the outside corner to the left-hander. It's now 3-1. Going to be whacked, should be a base hit right up the middle. Nice hit. So Northridge opens it up with a base hit. Now 6 hits in the ball game. And an opportunity to get the rally going. So leadoff single here in the bottom half of the fourth inning. Good to have you along. Colorado American Legion baseball. Next pitch whacked to the shortstop, gets underneath his glove. So men at first and second. We'll see if that turns into a run or not. So clearly that was an error on the shortstop, not able to stay down on the ball after a nice single to lead it off. So men at first and second, nobody out. Force at third, looking for the double play, is Skyview. Really the key here is keep the ball down. Drops a curveball in, missing. It's now 1 ball and no strikes. We saw that earlier in the game where really Skyview was down early. Knocked down, runner's going to advance. Let's see if they get him on the throw. A little bit high. Backed up by the, here comes the throw. Let's see if they get it. And the runner advances and scores. So the throw to third was a little bit high. The left fielder was there to back up the play, and it got past the left fielder. So the runner saw that and advanced, obviously, and throw was not in time. So it's now a 5-4 ball game. That's why I say seesaw battle. One ball, no strikes. Runner at second, dancing at second. Popped up. Infielder, it should be the first baseman, has it in foul territory, makes the catch, and there's 1 down. First pitch taken for a ball. It's a little bit high, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. So a base hit here. You have a very quick runner at second for Northridge. Depending upon the location, you can see the center fielder really playing in tight. A lot of balls have gone to center field by both teams. So the center fielder playing up and then playing deeper in right is the right fielder, and then the left fielder about where you should be. Going to be a high chopper to the second baseman. Should get the easy throw, does, and gets the second out. Runner advances to third. But Northridge now with the one-run lead. We'll see if they can pull out the rally monkeys here with 2 outs. We've seen them do it several times in the last game and a half here. Curveball dropped in and missing. Actually calls it a strike. Kind of a delayed response there by the umpire, but it's 0-1. Hits the batter, and let's see, it may have hit the bat, actually. It looked like it hit the batter initially, but it must have hit the barrel of the bat somehow. So it's now a foul ball, and it's now 1 ball and 1 strike. So very important that the catcher here for Skyview keeps the ball in front of him. Fouled away, curveball. Count goes to 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. This pitch going to go wide. Count goes to 1-2. So good battle going on here. Really the key, very importantly, is keep the ball in front of you if you're that if the catcher. We've seen some wild pitches. That's going to be cued to the right. Going to be a tough play for the second baseman. Comes up firing, and he gets him for the final out. Really playing over and doing a terrific job was the Skyview second baseman, and that was some big range there, and rightly so, to prevent the run from scoring, because normally that would have been a base hit. So after 4 in the books, 5-4 ball game, Northridge on top. You're watching American Legion Baseball here from Greeley, and we'll take a short break. Top half of the 5th inning, you're watching American Legion Baseball here from Greeley, Colorado. Butch Butler, Skyview coming to the plate. Northridge answering back in the bottom half of the 4th inning. Base hit followed by some errors, but then some nice plays to finish it out. So we're at a 5-4 ball game. Don't go away from this one. Both teams can score very quickly. And really, if you think about it, have really a short memory. Some teams, of course, mentally get knocked down, but not either of these two teams. They can just come back and score. The key really that we see for the remainder of this game is defense. Next pitch missing. Count goes to 3-1. That's been the difference in this ball game, really has been the defense. There's a lot more errors in this game, and it's understandable. You have a younger squad out on the field by both teams. Count goes full with the pitch on the outside corner, going to 3-2. It's going going to be a slow roller to the shortstop. Going to come up firing. Gets it there in time for the first out. So a nice play by the shortstop for Northridge. Literally a two-hopper and came up firing and got him by a couple of steps. So there's one down. Mike Raylon with Warren Ray and Cameron Gibson bringing it to you. Baseball Night Colorado. This is our first night of webcasting. 4 more doubleheaders coming your way in the next 4 weeks. And then it will be the playoffs. First pitch taken outside, understandably being careful. This is one of the cleanup hitters for Skyview. Going to be careful here is Luis Ramirez. Fouled away. Count goes even at 1-1. One ball, one strike, one out. Just missing on the outside, trying to nibble that strike in there, but not able to draw it in. Count goes to 2-1. Lazy slider, fouled away. Count goes to 2-2. So Ramirez doing a good job of mixing the speeds up here as of late. Trying to move it around, especially on the big hitters. Really moving it around, trying to keep it low, hitting inside and outside corners, clearly mixing speeds as well. There's one out. Dropped one in there, catches them looking on the outside corner. Great location. Really had some nice English on that curveball, and it's 2 outs. So Ramirez now starting to settle down, potentially could go the full way. This pitch is going to be a play by Ramirez, right back to him, and he gets the final out. So some good pitching by Ramirez in a very quick inning. So after 4.5 in the books, it is a 5-4 ball game. Northridge on top. You're watching American Legion Baseball here on Rad Sports. So Scott Gibson just gave away a couple of tickets here to Mike Bevins and guessed a very good trivia question on Butch Butler, who the stadium is named after. And the question was, where did he go to college? And it was UNC. So he picked up a couple of tickets for the Rockies lower level third base side. Congratulations to Mike Bevins. So we're in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Good to have you along. American Legion Baseball Night, Colorado. First year that we've actually really attempted this, so we're going to really get real fancy. We'll warn you as the weeks come on. We're going to put a lot of tricks and things in here, testing it out, and you'll see some improvements hopefully, but we hope you're enjoying it this evening. So it's an opening walk here for Northridge. And an opportunity here to get it going. Once again, they have a 1-run lead. And the catcher, Mike Varon, coming to the plate. Really the difference tonight has been really the errors that has made the difference. And to be fair to some of the players out in the field, the wind has had something to do with it. Even the conditions of the field, when you get bad hops, has made the difference. And, of course, your standard just not looking into the ball into the glove, which is normal at this level, but some very good play and exciting baseball. 1 ball, no strikes. Barron trying to get this one going, get some more runs on the board. Next pitch is knocked down very nicely by the catcher here for throw back to first, gets past the first baseman. The runner will advance. Rounding second, but wisely holding up is the runner for Northridge. So Northridge is a golden opportunity here to add some more, put some more pad, and you'll need it against this Skyview Wolverines. This is a team that's pretty resilient. So you never know what's going to happen when you come out here to Baseball Night, Colorado. You could get a lot of free stuff. We invite you to come check us out. We'll be here next Saturday night at Butch, a couple of games going on. That will be at 5 and 7:30. So bring your family on out. You can maybe win some Rockies tickets. There's no charge to get into the ballpark. So 2 walks in a row. And just like that, Northridge has another opportunity here, a base hit. With the speed what we're seeing on the base paths, could score another run. They're up by 1, 5-4. Going to get a courtesy runner for the catcher, Varon. So there's 2 men on, nobody out, and Northridge now with 1 ball and 1 strike and a chance here to put some more on the board. 5-4 ball game. They've got 6 hits in the ball game. Next pitch taken for a strike, outside corner. Goes to 1-2. Next week here on Baseball Night, Colorado, game of the week, Saturday night. It's going to be Windsor against Holy Family. So we'll be webcasting that one live, both of them. Bring your family out. You don't necessarily, if you don't have players on the team, you can still come out. It doesn't cost you anything. Come out and enjoy some good baseball. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 men on, nobody out. Fouled away. Count still remains at 2-2. Yeah, Butch Butler Field, been around, seen a lot of good baseball over the years. They've hosted some state tournaments here, state A tournaments. Next pitch just outside with the curveball. Count goes full. Also a regional tournament back in 2004. If you're not familiar with regional tournament, in American Legion, there are 8 regions. So that means 8 states will go to a regional tournament. We'll explain more in a minute. 3-2 pitch, taken for a strike, and he catches them looking, so there's 1 out. So some good pitching here by the Wolverines to try to slow down this rally after 2 walks. Comes back with a strikeout. Wind again whipping up. Drops one in, just missing on the inside corner. Thought he had it. 1 ball and no strikes. You see him pounding the glove there. Throw back not in time. Runner gets back safely. One and 0. This pitch knocked down nicely. Good block by the catcher, shifting his weight. Going to take a little bit of time to shake that one off. May have taken it off of his arm, but nonetheless ready to go. Tough kid. But as we mentioned, the regional tournament, there are 8 regions. Of course, there's 52 states, so you think about how they divide this up amongst 82,000 baseball players. And the regional, which will be hosted for the 4th straight year, will be here in Colorado, August the 8th. And that will be at Metropolitan State University. Good tournament there. It's going to be a high chopper to the second baseman. Goes the short way, gets the force at second. A little bit high. The run should score. So they get the force at second, not able to get the double play. If they had converted that, the run wouldn't have scored, but it just got away from the first baseman. So now it's a 6-4 ball game. But at the regional tournaments, you have 18 and 19-year-old players. Last year, it was Nevada who came in and won the regional here in Colorado. They went on to win the World Series in Shelby. Deep fly ball, center fielder racing it if he doesn't get there in time. So it should be a double, stand-up double, and you have men at second and third. So a nice clean double, just not able to run down that one, was the center fielder. Basically, the ball had eyes on it, slicing away from the center fielder. 7-4 ball game, Northridge on top. Last year, of course, when we called this and webcast the games from Metropolitan State University, final game, one of the pitchers from the Oregon Ducks playing for Nevada, his first year, first pitch taken inside, ball 1. But literally came on in the final game. They saved him. They didn't show him the whole tournament at the regional. Came in and started blowing the ball around 92, 93 miles an hour. And, of course, Nevada went on to win that one. That coverage was covered by ESPN. Oddly enough, we hear that Shelby, where they have the World Series for American Legion Baseball, is about the same size as Greeley, Colorado. So it's kind of rare when you see a regional tournament in a big city, as we have seen in Denver, too. This will be the second year it's in Denver. In 2016 and 2015, it was in Boulder. 3 balls, no strikes, men at second and third, 2 outs. Fouled away, count goes to 3-1. 2 runs in the inning here for Northridge on 7 hits. Keep in mind now both teams have 5 errors apiece. Three balls, 1 strike. Outside, takes it full, or actually walks him. So the bases are loaded here, and Northridge trying to, in essence, run away with this. Good time to put the pressure on as we're in the 5th inning. Bases are loaded. First pitch taken for a strike, and it's now 0-1. So very important here for Skyview to get the lid on quickly. Hits the batter, wears it right in the center of his back. Going to take a moment to rub that one off. Understandably, a run will score. So trotting to first, and another run is in, and now Northridge now starting to try to run away with this one a little bit. So bases are still loaded. There's still 2 outs. Next pitch is going to be a short fly ball. It'd be infielders coming in, calling it. Dropped by the shortstop, so another run will score. Bases are still full. So racing in, and you can see the wind playing with it. The wind is swirling here in Greeley right now. And really, they're trying to decide between the shortstop and the second baseman. The shortstop was more the aggressor, dove for it, but just not able to draw it in. So another run scores. It's now 8-4, Northridge on top. Going to be hit to the second baseman. Should be able to go the easy way. Goes to first. Gets the final out, but a lot of damage done. And it's 3 runs in on 7 hits, and the score is 8-4 Northridge. You're watching American Legion Baseball, Greeley, Colorado. We're going to take a short break. Top half of the 6th inning, American Legion baseball. We have men at first and second. Skyview is now threatening, down by 4 runs, 8-4 ball game. And as I mentioned, don't step away too long, because this team has a very short memory, meaning Skyview. We saw that in game 1. Now threatening here in the top half of the 6th inning. Could be a shot to the shortstop. He bobbles. Going to try to get him at first, not in time, and the bases are loaded. So a nice attempt. The shortstop was there, just couldn't get the handle on it in time. And with the speed of the runner, just not able to get it there. So still nobody out, and a very dangerous hitter. You think about it, one swing of the bat, and this could be all tied up. Next pitch, and it's whacked. Speaking of one swing, it's going to go up against the fence, literally, against Mike Houston's number out there in left field, and a couple of runs will score on the double. Actually, check that. 3 runs will score. So hitting it with authority, pulling it down the left field line. Literally, if you look down the 333 sign in left field, you see Mike Houston's banner up there, number 44, and it hit the banner. So there's still nobody out. It's a 1-run ball game. It's 8-7. So he got it up and slapped it down the left field line. Hits the batter, wears it. Very quickly trots to first. And we have 2 men on and nobody out. So you can see on your monitor, shook that off pretty well. I'm just making a joke more about it on what he wore on his back there. So Skyview threatening again here in the top half of the 6th inning. Don't go away. 3 runs in this inning. On the big double, knocking in 3. Literally, it was the racehorses taking off. Cleared the bases. So almost all even in numbers if you look at it. 7 hits and 6 errors for Skyview. Pitch is taken for a strike, and it's 0-2. And for Northridge, it's 7 hits and 6 errors. The difference is 1 run. Northridge with the 1-run lead. So we are going 7. Pitch going to be low. Count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Curveball, catches him on the corner and strikes him out. Very timely strikeout here for Northridge, needed there. Back on that tightrope are the Grizzlies. We've seen both teams walk the tightrope. First pitch taken for a strike at the knees on the inside corner, and it's now 0-1. So very important that you keep the balls down. You can see if you're a pitcher right now, both teams doing some free swinging. Fastball just missing outside, evens the count at 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 out. Skyview trying to knot this one up. Next pitch going to be high. Being careful here, understandably. You don't want to get it up too close to the strike zone there, especially in the wheelhouse, as they say. 2-1. Center fielder playing up a little bit for Northridge. It's going to be a high chopper to the first baseman. Tough play. Steps on the bag. Gets the out. So a good play by the first baseman. Because if it gets by him, that could be 2 runs in. So men at second and third with 2 outs. Nice play. First pitch taken wide. It's now 1 ball and no strikes with 2 outs. One-0 pitch waved at, evens the count at 1-1. So taking a little bit off there. Very important that he kept it down, which he did. We've seen a lot of batters for both teams able to go with the pitch, in other words, go opposite field. So the count goes to 2-1 missing. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Men at second and third. Waved at for a strike. And a count goes to 2-2. Very important pitch here for Northridge, trying to hold on to that 1-run lead. Curveball missing. Count goes full. You can hear the crowd literally on every pitch. Close pitch there. Just missing outside. Teasing him with that curveball. Gets him with a slider and a very timely out. So in the inning, 3 runs are in, 7 hits and 6 errors. And 7 runs for Skyview as we head to the bottom half of the 6th inning. It's an 8-7 ball game, Northridge. You're watching Baseball Night Colorado here, the game of the week, Saturday Night Baseball. Good to have you along. And we'll be right back. Bottom half of the 6th inning. Northridge hanging on to a 1-run lead. Of course, an opportunity here to go ahead and try to get some more and get a little more of a pad. I mean, you look at the way that scoring has gone, there has been scoring almost every inning by each team. We'll cover that momentarily. We have a new pitcher here for Skyview. Looking to put the lid on some of these scoring by Northridge. First pitch taken low for a ball, and it's now 1-0. But in the first inning, Skyview put 1 on the board. Then in the second inning was the goose egg. But then in the third inning, put up 3 runs. Fourth inning, 1 run. Fifth inning, 3 runs. And now we're in the bottom of the 6th. For Skyview, no runs for the first 2 innings, but in the third inning, put up 1. Fourth inning, 3. And then put up 3 in the last inning. Next pitch taken for a strike. It's now 2 balls and 1 strike. Next pitch taken outside corner, painting the black for 2-2. Wind not quite as bad, but it is swirling a little bit. You can see the flags again now facing towards us, waving towards us. 2-2 pitch on the way. Gets him looking on the outside corner, and records the first out. So Skyview looking to get this one out quickly so they can come back in the top half of the 7th, try to even it up. They don't want to allow any more damage to happen here, because Northridge has put up a couple of 3 spots in this ball game. First pitch taken for a ball. It's Varon, the catcher. Of course, in the first game, played at second. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. Next pitch going to be a little bit high. 2-0. Really, you think at the level of where these kids are at right now. Pitch keeping it low in the dirt. It's a good place to miss. Got a good catcher back there, keeping it in front of him. Count goes to 3-0. But you think about what we're seeing, especially in this game, a lot of good breaking balls. A lot of freshmen in there throwing a lot of breaking balls, not trying to overpower it, but actually trying to be more pinpoint. And really, you think about it, the score of the game wouldn't be as high at 8-7 if some of the error count was down, because there's 6 errors apiece. But pitching pretty good tonight here in the second game. .30 pitch, and it's whacked. And it's going to be a base hit. So Varon with a 1-out single, trying to get something going here, add a few more. Good ball game here. And a different ball game. Last game, of course, the wheels fell off as far as scoring on both accounts. A lot of runs in that last game, a lot of power. This one a little more pinpoint pitching. And more errors, to be quite honest with you. First pitch is waved at. It's now 0-1. There's 1 out, 1 man on first. Northridge looking to try to move them over here and get some more as we head to the 7th inning. That's whacked. It's going to be a base hit up the hole. Knocked down, but no way can he make the play. Perfect hit. So men at first and second, and it was hit deep enough to where they could not make a play at second. So the relief pitcher here for Skyview is making good pitches. Northridge is just getting their bat on the ball. First pitch taken outside for a ball, and it's now 1-0. Infield clearly going to look for the force play at third, or get the force at second and go to first, try to get the double play. 1-0 pitch on away. It's whacked down to the third baseman. He's going to step on third base, going to go across the diamond. If he gets it there in time and digs it out, and they get a double play, nice play by Skyview to stop that rally. So a heads-up play. Third baseman stepped on the bag, one hopper to first, and gets the double. So after 6.5 in the books, 8-7, Northridge on top. You're watching Baseball Night Colorado here from Greeley. Good to have you along. You can see the scoreboard, and we will be back momentarily. Top half of the 7th inning, and Skyview down by 1 run. A good double play to slow down that rally because it looked like Northridge was going to make a run there and add another 1 or 2 runs. But the third baseman, with a timely play, stepping on the bag, getting the third, then going across the diamond to get the force at first or get the easy one. 2 balls, no strikes. 8-7, Northridge on top. Of course, Skyview took game 1. Northridge trying to hang on for game 2. It's going to be hit to the shortstop. Oh, and gets past him. Just looked up. And it's a no-out runner at first. We can't say single. But the error on the shortstop allows Skyview an opportunity here. Mike Ray, Warren Ray, Cameron Gibson, Scott Gibson bringing it to you. American Legion Baseball, Baseball Night Colorado. Northridge against Skyview, game 2. Popped up, catcher has an opportunity. Pritchard and catcher calling it off the glove of Varon. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. Just didn't get his glove turned around properly in time. Keep in mind, this is Varon's second game. He played in the infield in the game 1, and now he's catching game 2. Next pitch taken for a ball on the inside, and it's now 1-1. Man on first. There he goes. Slapped into, hit and run. Very well executed. So now men on first and second, nobody out. Got that pitch up, and he hammered it and hit it into left field. So this game is not over. Potential here to tie. Going to look at force at third, obviously, or force at second. Going to try to get a double here. Saw it very well executed by Skyview. We'll see if Northridge can do the same here. We'll see if the wind makes any difference here, especially, and it's hammered another base hit. Let's see if they wave him in. Throw goes into the pitcher. And so now it's bases loaded, nobody out. And Skyview's bats have really turned it on now. Several hits here in this inning. And we'll see if Coach Roth allows him to keep going here. First pitch taken for a strike in the outside corner. Nice location, and it's 0-1. So clearly the play is at home to try to prevent the run. 0-1 pitch, going to be a high chopper to the shortstop. He is going to go home. There's the throw. Gets the force at home. Good play. So you could see really focusing was the shortstop for Northridge there, making a very good play and throwing a strike to get the force play at home. Good play. Dangerous hitter here. One swing could give Skyview the lead. It's popped up, kept it down. Good pitch. Calling it as the pitcher, and he makes the catch for the second out. That was huge. So two good plays, and why that was a good play was it was a high pop-up, and again, the wind playing havoc with it. The pitcher really focusing on that, even though going down made the nice catch. So there's two down. Bases are loaded here. So if Northridge can get this final out, they win the ball game. Just misses the batter. That was close to wearing it. If that would have tied the ball game up. 1 ball, no strike, trying to drop that curveball in on the inside corner. Fastball in the dirt, knocked down by Varon. 2-0. Two balls, no strikes, men, or I should say bases loaded. Delivers a strike, taking it to 2-1. So clearly taking a strike there. Fouled away down the left field line, foul. Count goes to 2-2. This is getting very interesting here. Really important these infielders just keep their eye on the ball. Try to complete the play. I know it sounds like basics, but that's really what it comes down to for major leaguers. Whack down to the third baseman. Bounces off. Bad hop. The run scores. So literally just crawling up the arm of the third baseman. He was there looking the ball into, again, another hop. And we're all knotted up at 8. So potential woulda, coulda, shoulda. You can call it an error, but you could see the way that it bounced. It just bounced up. He had his glove there and just rolled up his arm, literally, or bounced up off of his arm. So Skyview now with an opportunity to take the lead. Bases are still loaded. There's 2 outs. That was a tough play because normally that would have been out number 3. Actually, fresh set of downs, as they say. First pitch hit to the first baseman, steps on the bag, gets the final out. So a nice play by the first baseman to get the final out, but a valuable run was scored there by Skyview to keep this game alive. So now we're heading to the bottom half of the 7th inning. Opportunity here for Northridge to get a walk-off. You're watching the game of the week, and literally Baseball Night Colorado from Greeley. We're all knotted up at 8. Butch Butler Field, Baseball Night Colorado. Good to have you along. Northridge all locked up with Skyview as we enter into the bottom half of the 7th inning. And Northridge looking walk-off here. Dangerous hitter here for Northridge, one of their top hitters. Takes the ball, and it's now 1-0. They can walk off and win this one. Would love to split this. Next pitch taken for a ball. Being careful, understandably. It's now 2-0. Skyview taking game 1. Northridge thought they had this again. Just not able to complete the play at third initially to make it a... Next pitch is hammered to center field for a base hit. So a good start here for the Grizzlies. So the Grizzlies coming in initially at 5-6, losing that game at 5-7, looking to go 6-7. And Skyview coming in at 1-3, now 2-3 because of the victory tonight in game 1. Next week we'll be webcasting again here from Butch. It'll be Holy Family against Windsor, doubleheader. Should be a good one. 1 ball, no strikes. Man on first, leadoff single for Northridge. Looking to go ahead here and win the ball game. Taken for a strike and now even at 1-1. Of course, infield looking for a force at second. You can see kind of shading over just a little bit as the second baseman. Now moving back into his natural position. We've seen almost cheating to cover the hole up. We've seen some plays by Skyview where the second baseman's range was way over. Normally would have been a base hit, but literally playing it that way on a right-handed batter, but making a good call there and getting the out and stopping a rally. Hit going opposite field, base hit. The rally is on, nobody out. So 2 solid hits back-to-back. And Northridge is in business, looking to do the walk-off here. Eight runs, 8 hits, 6 errors for Northridge. 8 hits, 7 hits, 6 errors for Skyview. Looking forced at third, trying to get the lead runner, Skyview. There goes the runner. We'll see if they get the throw there in time. It's close. And it looks like Johnson, Norm Johnson calls him safe. So a good jump by the leadoff hitter, who is now standing on third. Men at the corners, you got to watch out. Infield playing up. There goes, they're going to try the play here. Obviously trying to draw the throw so that the runner could go home, but they didn't buy it. They let him take it second base. So now you have men at second, third, but they prevented the run from coming in. So a set play, they didn't buy it, meaning Skyview. But a base hit wins the ball game, or a fly ball. Good fly ball will win this one. Nobody out. So some good hack opportunities here for Northridge to put this one away. Take game 2. Hit to right field, that should do it. Tagging up, but the throw is right on the dime. You could see the right fielder playing up just a little bit. It was a screaming fly ball, good idea, but not deep enough. So there's one down. A few years back, we were in the state tournament where Eaton was playing against Gojos, and it went 16 innings here at Butch. We called that game. One down. Taken for a strike at the knees, goes to 0-1. Infield clearly playing up on the grass. That's hit deep. That should do it. That's going to go over the head of the center fielder, and that's the ball game. So a walk-off, and Northridge coming through with a couple of runs there. It'll probably be a 10-8 final, but setting that one up well. And the final here, they're going to call it 9-8. So Northridge with game 2, actually 10-8. We're going to try to get the player of the game here momentarily for Northridge. And a great comeback victory. 2 very game teams really opening up nice here for our Saturday night baseball game of the week. Very good game. So we're going to take a short break, see if we can get some interviews and also get a player of the game.